So what you should have seen happening at your station is something like this.
If you listen closely, what do you hear? You should hear fizzing.
And if you smell it, you still smell the yeast, and you still
Smell the soap.
smell the soap.
And the food coloring and
So-
hydrogen peroxide don't smell like anything. So far, I would have circled fizzing. I would not have circled a new aroma because the aroma is still the same. Let's check temperature.
So we're going to feel the temperature, and it is definitely much warmer than it was to start with.
Circle
There's
temperature
definitely
change.
a temperature change.
As far as a color change, I would say this is expected. We put green food coloring in, and we've got some green elephant toothpaste that's still coming out.
Yeah.
So I would not circle unexpected color change. But let's look about rearranging atoms and new substances. So when we look at the molecules we started with, we have these H2O2s, which are kind of in this squarish formation. We have our C4H2O, which is our yeast. When I look over here, the atoms have taken on a new arrangement. These are like the little Mickey Mouse H2Os, and we have an O2, which is a gas. So our atoms have rearranged, and we do have some new molecules that have formed. We did not start with those. What's interesting, first actually, let's go ahead and circle that we do have a new substance that formed. We do have rearranging atoms. What's interesting is that the molecule yeast that we started with still exists on the product side of the equation. We call yeast a catalyst. It speeds up a chemical reaction. The yeast caused the 2H2O2 to split apart, but the yeast itself did not go through the chemical reaction because we see it still on the product side. The fizzing that you witnessed was a result of a new gas that formed, and when you look at the product side of the equation, we only have one gas that formed, and it was the oxygen gas. And we will show you a video in a little bit what happens when you make this elephant toothpaste without soap. It's much more obvious, the fizzing.